So is expanding beyond a company's core business good or bad for them? Bill George is here to discuss that. He is former CEO of Medtronic and now professor of management practices at Harvard Business School. Good to see you, Bill. Welcome.
Thanks, Sue. Tyler, good to be back.
Let's talk about Starbucks. I mean, I guess it comes down to the execution in the way the company expands. Is that a correct read?
It sure is in this case. I think Starbucks does stick to its coffee. Actually, I love La Boulange. I go to that very store in Noe Valley. I think it's great, but it's a totally different concept. Starbucks is trying to make the Starbucks name ubiquitous. They've done very well at that. There are plenty of expansion opportunities right within the store. They don't need to go out and offshoot with another brand. I think they should stay to what they are. And frankly, instead of shutting it down, I think they ought to sell it to an entrepreneur who can build it. But that's what companies are doing today. They're focusing on their core business, Sue, and building around that to become great companies, and rather than trying to be a diversified conglomerate.
So we saw in the case of Target, Bill, that they think CVS can do pharmacy better than they can. Surprise, surprise. But what is the temptation inside a company on a board, for example, to expand in ways that may go a little bit beyond a company's core competency, whether it's Target, whether it's Google going into driverless cars and space and things like that?
Tyler, I think you have to look at ways to expand that extend your core and keep up with the latest technology like a Google is doing, like a Facebook is doing, like a Medtronic's doing. But I think if you go away from your core competency, then you're going to lose it. And that's Starbucks is coffee and Target's is being fashion forward and being very current with the trends. And I think they see an opportunity in CVS to build up their pharmacy business so they can build up everything around it, health and beauty aids, which is more of their strength, OTC. So I think you'll see companies that do that, do it well, and can continue the growth and find partners that do it very well for them. That's the key. But you can't abandon your core strengths. You have to build on that because you can't be good at everything. My colleague Francis Fry at Harvard says, you know, stick to your core strengths.
You know, Bill, though, how much pressure do companies face, especially large companies, from shareholders, maybe from board members, to be viewed as current, to be viewed as growing, to be viewed as, you know, cutting edge? There must be some of that pressure that makes companies even look at moving outside their core competency.
So it's never been greater. We just had 34 CEOs at a program I did up at Harvard. And I can tell you the number one issue for them is growth, profitable growth. They're all looking for new opportunities, but there are plenty of opportunities right within your strengths. The ones that get into trouble are ones that are adding growth without profitability. And they kind of, in both cases, La Boulange and the Target Pharmacy, they weren't making a lot of money, probably losing. And so if you can build on that strength, then you're going to make a lot of money and you continue to build your strength. And that's what I think companies are looking for today. And by the way, that's what Wall Street's looking for too. They want to know that you feel confident you can sustain the growth.
Absolutely. Bill, good to see you again. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Sue. Thanks for having me on the show.
Bill George with Harvard Business School.